This out first. With hits like Don't Stop and You Make Lovin' Fun, Fleetwood Mac was responsible for a lot of the music that was the soundtrack of the 70s. Now the drummer for the band, Mick Fleetwood, has caught up to the virtual 90s and is making music on the web. Fleetwood Mac has sold over 100 million albums worldwide since 1967, making them one of the most successful bands of all time. Members have come and gone, but the group's founder and namesake Mick Fleetwood remains the backbone of this legendary group.
I think my greatest achievement was being part of Fleetwood Mac.
But now computers and the internet may change all that, and longtime drummer Fleetwood may be finding something new to bang on. With fellow musician and computer programmer Jimmy Hotz, Mick formed the Hotz Corporation, and they developed a new technology called Hotz Trax, which in essence allows just about anyone to create music, regardless of ability.
It's a dream come true. It is for me, being a drummer.
You can download a demo of Hotz Trax right off the internet at Hotz.com and watch your home computer turn into a synthesizer. And with a library of different instruments, even the musically impaired will find themselves jamming along on their keyboard. For about $50, the release version of Hotz Trax lets you record and save your compositions, as well as adding dozens of more instruments and other advanced features.
This technology is very easy to use.
Mick Fleetwood will continue banging on his drums, but at least he can claim to play another instrument, even if it's just his computer. And just to prove you don't need Mick Fleetwood around to make Hotz Trax work, I'm going to try my hand at it today. Now, I enjoy listening to music, but I'm far from being an accomplished musician. Well, it doesn't really matter with Hotz Trax because all you need to know how to use is a keyboard like this one and a mouse. And, of course, have a multimedia 486 or higher computer with Windows 3.1 or Windows 95. Gotta love the fine print. Now, Hotz Trax comes with a library of 150 songs in all different styles that you can jam along with, edit, and even create overdubs or multiple tracks, which means that you're essentially remixing the songs to your liking. Now, to load a song, you simply, this is the interface, by the way, it just looks like an audio mixing board. Little bubble up here that says song. Select open, double-click your song, and hit play. You can hear it starting. Yeah, pretty groovy, not bad. It's all playing through MIDI instruments. Now, all of the other keys on the keyboard become instruments. For this particular song, piano is at the bottom. And then the second row of keys is, I guess, marimba, and then strings and synth, and on and on and on, successively higher rows up the keyboard. Now, there's also a mouse play area where if you click and drag down here, you get a controlled arpeggio. Now, like I said, you don't necessarily have to be a musician to do this because the software incorporates a special translator technology that keeps everything you do in time with the music you're playing. So no matter how complex the chords or scales are in a song, the software will only select the correct notes to play. And if you're really interested in learning more about music, chord and scale changes are displayed on the top of the menu bar at the screen. So we'll stop this here. And you can also play and compose original music. Now, there are up to 16 channels or tracks you can create. Each channel has a menu of instruments to choose from. So on channel 1, you can specify, say, an overdrive electric guitar. And on channel 2, you can try a rock organ. And there are even sound effects like a helicopter or telephone. Now, the mixing controls allow you to set the volume level as well as alter stereo placement for each channel. And you can even add effects like reverb. So once it's all set, you can start jamming. For time's sake, I'm not really going to create a song. Sure, it's for time's sake, right? It's talent. But I think you get the idea. And emailing your music files to others is a snap because all the music information is stored in small data files that can be played by anyone who has the free Hotz player. And if you really like what you've done, you can even publish your song in the Hotz Virtual Music Studio and share your music with the world. Now, what I've shown you here today are the basics, and there are a lot of other things you can do with the Hotz Trax, like playing along with an audio CD and mixing your music tracks just like the pros, just to name a few. Hotz Trax costs $50, but you can download a free copy of the Hotz player for free. Just head on over to CNET.com, link to the web homepage, and you'll find all the info you'll need to get going on the Hotz Trax player.
Coming up next, do you think you know all the answers to every